Hi everyone, I'm Edyta Sitar from Laundry Basket Quilts. Welcome to Quilting Window. I am so excited for you. You are making the most beautiful blocks for our mystery quilt. Thank you so much for posting them on Instagram and Facebook. You girls are rocking them. A lot of girls are using our fabrics. Some of you are using your own fabrics. I'm so proud of you. You're doing amazing. So keep making the blocks, keep posting them. And today is time for our block number 2. We're gonna play with half square triangles. For this block, we're going to pick our fabrics and we're gonna cut these pieces. We're gonna cut 3 7/8 half square triangle. Do you know what half square triangle is? When you take a square, cut it once diagonally, you get 2 half square triangles. So that's what we're cutting. We're gonna cut 1 in dark blue, then we're gonna cut 3 in light right here. Let me position them, a light fabric, and all of them are 3 7/8. And remember, all the recipes for all the blocks are on our blog. So go to our blog and you can print it for yourself, a PDF of our blog with all the recipes on it, or just write it down, the recipe for the block, what to cut. So those are 3 7/8, 3 7/8 squares, cut once diagonally for half square triangles, and then this light blue is 6 7/8. So those are the pieces that we need to cut for one block. Block number 2, we have to make 8 times. I am so excited for you. That one is gonna be a perfect addition to block number 1. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're gonna take those 2 half square triangle, one light and one dark. We're gonna place it right sides together just like this, and we're gonna sew it with a 1/4 inch seam allowance using our beautiful Oroville thread and beautiful Macrotex needle, and we're gonna stitch it really nice. Now, when I sew half square triangles, I start right here at the point and I use a little bit more shy 1/4 inch. Why do I do that? Because sometimes I like to be a little controlling, pull and push on my stuff. So when I finish, I like to make sure that I can trim it. So look at this. I just finished one of those, sew it. Now I'm gonna open it up just like this, and I'm gonna push my seam allowance towards the dark. Why do I push my seam allowance towards the dark? Because it hides really nice behind my dark fabric. These days, you need to push your seam allowance to give you the less bulk, that you benefit from it. In this case, I'm benefiting from it because it's hiding really nice behind it. All right, I'm gonna take my cute little ruler. Remember that 4.5 inch Creative Crits ruler? I'm gonna place it on this unit, and what I like you to notice, look at this ruler, have a right there straight line. I'm gonna match that line right there, just like this, with the middle seam. So I'm not only watching my edges, but I'm watching that my middle seam is nice and straight. Then I'm gonna grab my rotary, perfect, and I'm gonna trim it. This unit needs to be 3.5 by 3.5. I love this little spinning board. Now I'm gonna pull it back, 3.5 by 3.5. Oh, this looks wonderful. Let me trim. What a beautiful, perfect block. Let me do a little housekeeping. You know, now because we're stuck in a house, it's perfect time to clean up that one drawer that you have been avoiding. I just cleaned one of my drawers that I keep my beautiful fat quarters. It is amazing. I maybe post a picture of that on our website so you get to see it, on our blog, so you get to see it, how cute it looks. It is just wonderful. So right there, perfect timing to do a little housekeeping. Now we have our 3.5 inch unit called half square triangle unit, and the next step, we need to sew those 2 light triangles to it, this one and this one. I'm gonna proceed by sewing this one, and I'm just gonna place it right sides together like this. I'm going to use my cute little pins. Let me pin this in place here and down here. because sometimes by the time I walked into my sewing table, things just move. I'm gonna start sewing, zoom, 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 straight down, open this up. Let me see, I think I have one ready, set, go for you right here. Oh, perfect. So what I did is, look at this, I sewed this right here. So I pushed the seam allowance towards the light right here. Do you see this? Why did I do that? Because when I pushed it towards the dark, it felt a little bulky. So I needed towards the light right here. So that's what I did. Now I'm gonna place this triangle, double check. Yep, this is where I want it. Right sides together, match, pin. Oh, I love those pins. Did you get those pins for yourself? They are so wonderful. The glass head patchwork pins from Clover, really nice. We have them on our website. You're gonna start sewing from the top straight down. Yes, so excited about this. Press it open. Do you see? I just finished this one just like that. Press it open and I have a beautiful triangle unit. And now this big 6 and 7/8 triangle, I'm gonna place it right over. I know that this triangle was freshly cut, so I'm actually gonna follow this triangle as my guide where to sew. And again, on such a long distance, you must pin it and pin it and pin it just like this. And what I like to do is, notice I pinned it further away, and I either would go ahead and sew it from this side, pulling those pins out. Why do I want to sew from this side? Because I can see it right here. X marks the spot. I want to sew it right next to this line straight down, because when I open this up, I want to make sure that I got a beautiful point right there. Beautiful point. But before I open, I'm going to go ahead, grab and trim those bunny ears again. Remember, this episode for block number 2 for our mystery quilt is all about housekeeping. I know we don't want to do it, but sometimes we have to. So this is gonna be all about cleaning those bunny ears. And now beautifully press it. Next step, I'm gonna press it with an iron, and I love using my 6.5-inch Creative Grids ruler. And remember how we use the little one for this one? This big one is perfect to position right over our block. Oh, this looks really good. Nice and close. All that I need to do, trim it, turn around, finish trimming, and I have a wonderful block to put it into the quilt. And remember, if you can make 1, you can make 8, and this is how many you need to make for our block number 2. Make 8 of those. Keep going, keep doing, and I can't wait to see your progress. Make sure you post pictures, and I will see you tomorrow for block number 3 for our mystery quilt. I am so excited for you. Remember, on our blog, I have a grid for you. Position your blocks in the places that I ask you to, so that way your quilts start growing, and little bit by little bit you're gonna start seeing a beautiful picture appearing from you, front of you. So I'm excited for you. Please make sure tag us on your pictures and have fun with it. And remember that little housekeeping, that one drawer in your house that you have been avoiding, clean it up and you will feel so good about it. Happy quilting, and love to see you tomorrow.